discussed a lot of common topics, speaking topics, files, and now it's time to know more words. And of course, these words, this vocabulary can be used not only for speaking, so writing, reading, so it's like essential words for IELTS. So for, of course, for the most common topics that actually we normally have. So I will ask you this session, I will ask you questions, we talk, ask and answer, and then of course we'll learn some words. First of all, let me share my screen to see the book. I want to know if you have started this book before or not. Okay, so do you know this book? Have you ever started like...
What is name, teacher?
Baron's Essential Words for IELTS?
No.
No? Okay, no. Well, so this book is a really good book. We offer it to our students when they want to learn vocabulary, of course, really advanced vocabulary for actually about different topics, some common topics now. So we normally offer. And well, so today we can talk about the natural word and we learn some vocabulary and we talk. We answer some questions. So my first question for you before we get started in this book. So tell me about spending time in nature. Do you like spending time in nature?
Well, usually I wouldn't consider myself as a type of natural lover, but sometimes after a hardworking day at school, when I want to let my hair down and relax, so sit back and relax, I would spend a little time, about 5 minutes to 10 minutes, to enjoy the fresh air and enjoy the breathtaking scenery.
Yeah, of course, maybe like just, I don't know, it's not bad sometimes to being surrounded by greenery and of course fresh air, even if you are not the one for the nature. Some people are not though, you know, ones for the nature. If you are not, what is this? If you are not, it's okay, but you also actually enjoy being in nature sometimes, especially when you're tired or you are not in mood, you feel blue. So if you have free time. Okay, well,
Teacher,
yeah.
What do we call if we don't if we don't usually spend time with nature?
So as I told you, I'm not the one, so you have different. I'm not the one for actually the nature. I'm not a nature person. For example, this way, okay? There are different ways. If you remember, I talked about some idioms and some phrases that you can use. For example, this one is really good. I'm not the one for the nature.
Could you type, please?
Of course.
You're not the one for nature. And I can also use for others topic, right?
Everything you can use it. For every context you can use it. I'm not the one, it means I'm not interested in.
Yes.
So this one, and of course there are different all the phrases that you can use, but you know, some idioms. Let me say something about the use of idioms. So if you travel to actually English-speaking countries like the US or the UK or other countries, so you see that people don't use really complicated words, but also they use some idioms.
Yeah.
So that is the way. So because it makes your speech more natural. So this way you can say that I'm not the one for, I'm not into the nature, okay? Or being in the nature is not my cup of tea. So this way you can say, you can use these idioms to say that you don't like, okay? Well, and let's see, okay. And let me say something, we have another word that is really good. I like this word that is averse. averse. So what is that? For example, when I say I'm nature averse, means I don't like, I dislike nature. But you know, it's like avoiding. Some people avoid being in nature. So for example, my friend is nature averse. And I don't know, she finds nature or outdoor activities uncomfortable. She doesn't like. So this one is a word. If you want to use a word, this word can be a good.
Nature averse.
Yeah,
Yes.
of course. Well, and
Teacher,
my next, yeah,
can we use averse with other topic too?
everything. So let me say, of course, in actually two parts, words that we say they are compound nouns, okay, that come actually, they consist of two different words, okay? You
Yeah.
can use them in different contexts, not only here, because you know, averse means having strong dislike, okay?
Yeah.
And now you can use it in different contexts. So for example, I am averse to indoor activities. I'm averse to everything. I'm a nature averse. So this
Yeah.
is the way that you can use it. So when you want to say this word, as I showed you, it's like strong dislike. Okay? Do you want to use it?
Maybe yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For example, about if you want to give any other example, you want to say that I don't like spicy food. I avoid eating spicy food. How do you say?
Um, I'm a spice averse.
No.
What?
So to eating, so it's better to say because you know, spice is not good here. Spice averse, no. You can say I'm averse to eating spicy food. This one is good. For example, I'm risk averse. I'm work averse. I'm change averse. So everything, but the spice, no, I don't like this one actually. I'm technology averse. So everything.
But teacher, averse is a noun or an adjective or a verb.
Okay, so let me say here, when you say a verse, okay, here can be used as an adjective, okay? So this one, because you say I'm a verse, okay? And usually, as I told you, usually it's an adjective, okay? But I don't know if you want to use a noun for it, aversion. Aversion is, I don't know, noun related to a verse. So for example, I'm averse. I am averse to loud noises. Okay, I'm averse. It means I have aversion. So if you want to know, if you want to use the noun, aversion is a good noun. So
Teacher, but if I use nature averse, I would say that I'm nature averse or I nature averse. Teacher.
I am. Averse
Nature.
is adjective. I am. I am averse. It means I have aversion.
And but I don't know why we can use spice averse.
I don't know, because when we say spice, okay, I don't want to say that it's not correct. For example, oh, it's totally incorrect. But you know, you can say, I'm spice averse. It's okay. Okay, so spice averse, someone who dislikes, or you can combine averse with any other noun, so it's okay. But I don't know. I would prefer that version. Just this. It's correct. I like that version. But spice averse is correct, as I told you. It's not. I don't want to say that there is a rule that you can't. No, you can use it. For example, some people, we normally use it during pregnancy. Some actually women are and become spice averse. What is that? They avoid eating spicy food, both of them, so it's okay. Why not? You can use it. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome.
But what would you change if you do if you choose if you don't like spice averse?
No, it's just this is my choice. I want to say that. Let me say, for example, uh, I'm anxious. Okay, I'm anxious. I have anxiety. I have anxiety. I'm anxious. Which one would you want? Which one would you prefer to use? I would prefer to use I have anxiety. Both are correct. I like the second one. Just this. This is my choice. Okay, but both are acceptable. Both are correct. If you say, "Oh, I'm anxious now," it's really good and people use it. But I myself, I like to say I have anxiety
But,
now.
but like, can could you repeat your choice, please? Because I don't know what you choose if you don't speak like
I
this.
say, as you remember, so it's like verse, as said, eating spicy, so it's okay.
I'm averse plus to or
Averse, of course, I said, for example, I'm averse to it. I'm averse to, for example, something. So it's your choice how to use it.
yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, teacher. Okay, get it.
You're welcome. Okay, well. So the next question, do you have any questions related to this one?
No, it's very clear, teacher.
Well, number two, the second question, how often do you go to to natural places?
Niche. Um, as a term student, I just stay at my home at the weekends. So most of the time I use just I spend just with my parents and my younger brother, and hardly ever I will go out to have a picnic with my friends. But um, often go swimming in the outdoor swimming at my home with my younger brother. So uh, it can be said that I also like spend time outdoors with the nature every week on my daily basis. Yes.
Yeah, of course, very good. On a daily basis, that was good. Okay. Well, I want to just let me say before I forget, because you asked me my actually the version that I like to use. That is, I'm averse to eating. Just pay attention to it, to eating.
Ah, yes.
Pay attention. If you use averse to, because normally we use a noun to something, here eating is not verb, is ing, it's noun. So because of this, I can say to eating. Okay, just pay attention to this. And now, for
But
example, yeah,
teacher, why don't we use I'm averse to it, but we need to eating?
because here, as I told you, a verse should be followed by like a noun to
Ah, yes,
something, okay? And
yes,
now I want to use a verb, so I try to add ing to make it noun. So
yes.
to eating, like look forward to. Why after look forward to, I use ing for my verb because this is to, but this is the structure that should be followed by ing. And here, averse to eating. For example, I'm averse to, I don't know, doing long hours. So for
Yes.
example, at my office, like this. It means, okay, so noun or ing. Well, so the next question, question number three, do you think it's important to protect the natural environment?
Could you repeat again?
Do you think it's important to protect the natural environment?
Practice.
Protect, save, conserve.
Uh, but could you spell this word? I don't know.
Protect. Let me write. Save,
Oh,
conserve, protect.
but well, I remembered that this word is stressed on the second syllable.
What?
Protect.
Protect.
Yes.
Don't worry about it. No, when speaking so fast, the spelling can be replaced. So it's stress
Yeah,
can
yeah.
be replaced. So it's okay.
Yes. Well, as far as I know, the world is developing with the betterment of technology. So they need to have a lot of materials to keep up with this trend. And as the result, it lead to a lot of pollution mm, in a lot of fields. No, no.
So again, you want to make it again?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so why it's important to protect natural environments?
Why? Why?
Why it's
Uh,
important. Now
uh,
you can change. Actually, first of all, when you have no idea, you can change some words. So we have important, we have protect, and natural environment. So you can change them maybe to conserve, to save. It's crucial.
mm, well, as far as I know, the world is harmed very much by the industrialization nowadays.
Hey, that's really good. Yeah, very good. So keep going. This one is really good. The word, yeah,
Yeah.
is
Uh,
yeah.
because of the insur teacher, you make
That's
me forget.
good. Just keep
But,
going.
but you make me forget what I want to say. Can
I'm
I can can
sorry.
can I
Again,
say it
again.
and make it again? Mm. Well, as far as I know, as far as I know, the world nowadays is harmed very much by by the industrialization nowadays. So a lot of measures should be taken to to address this pollution because as a result of the industrialization, perfumes is emitted more and more higher, no, higher and higher every day, and a lot of factories give off exhaust every day. So it can be it can put people's health in danger. So it's worth to protect the natural environment.
Yeah, of course. Very good. Actually, I like the first word, getting harmed by industrialization. So that was really good. I like it. So, and
Yeah.
then you can add some examples like what, for example, some environmental damages. So about environment, because you're talking about damage, like environmental damage. So you can say air pollution, water pollution. So very good. And so maybe some communities near, I don't know, like industrial areas, they actually get harmed or they're getting harmed by industrialization. So how? Through polluted air or water. So you can add some examples. So I like the foundation. I liked it. That was good. But so you can add maybe some, it's like a tree. And you can add some branches to make it better. But that was good. So I like the idea. So
Yeah.
that was good. Okay. So we can say that it's like, harming local ecosystems. So this way. Okay. Well, now we're going to keep going with the next question, but let's first of all, let's learn some words related to the natural words. So maybe some new words, maybe you know some of them, maybe you don't know. So let's see. Do you know the meaning of aquatic?
Aquatic is the environment under the sea.
Good job. So let's match them one by one. Okay. Just let
Yeah.
me.
Uh,
Okay. Yes.
yeah. E.
Living in the water, yeah. Okay, the next one.
Array.
Yeah, array.
No, I don't know this word.
This is the large number or a collection of something. Array is a large number or collection of something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as you can see, it's noun. So you can see we have noun or verb or adjective. So, and defense, that is a noun.
Protection.
Protection, of course. Okay. So now listen, you said protection. I said protection. Both are the same. It's like, when we say, of course, stress is really important, but, when you speak fast, quickly, they may sound a little bit different, but if it actually has any changes on the meaning of word, that is important. If no, it's okay. So we can understand. Just for example, I say something and I say, give me the book. What did I say?
Give you the book.
Give me the book, but I don't say where here. I say, oh, okay, so how about we? So it's okay. So because we say quickly and actually it changes. So defense is protection, of course, very good. And deforestation, you know this one because we talked about it.
Yes. Deforestation is the removal of all trees from a large area.
Very good. The removal of all trees from a large area. And 5, environment.
Is the natural world.
Of course, natural world. Erosion.
Erosion. Lose, loss, lose,
Loss.
loss, loss,
Lose is verb. Yeah, lose is verb. Loss is now loss of soil. Yeah.
loss of soil from action of water or wind.
Very good. Extend.
Extend is to reach past or get bigger.
Very good.
So,
And
what is the reach past mean? Reach
okay, so example, let me give you an example, then you can understand the meaning of this to reach past. Okay, for example, when we say it can be, so here it's not, it can be physically, okay, or for example, I had to reach past the books on the shelf to grab the one I wanted, to reach past. Okay, so it means to extending your hand or arm, okay, beyond an object. So it means I need to actually look for this one in actually like extended area. So physically reaching past something means extending like your hand or your arm beyond an object or point or everything. So for example, I need to reach past the books to find what I want. Okay.
Yes.
And when we say it can be used in, for example, the past or past events, previous events. Okay. So for example, I don't know, it's better to reach past old conflicts. Just focus on future, past it. So this one is, okay. And of course, we can have another, for example, meaning. It's about in terms of goals, time, or for example, goals. For example, I don't know, we want to reach past our targets. So different. So the first one is the one that you want, like to extend. So, but it can have different meanings, okay?
Yes.
Well, and now, fell.
Fell. Strong. Fell. I don't know this word, teacher.
To cut down. To fell trees, to cut down trees.
Huh.
Yeah.
Cut down tree.
Yeah, cut down.
Fell. fell trees is mean that cut down trees.
Of course, fell can be used as cut down. Yeah. And 9,
Maybe
habitats.
the natural area where plants or animal lives.
Very good. Impact.
Im impact. A strong effect.
Impact is strong effect, right? Inhibit.
Inhibit.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh,
Yeah, to prevent. Slow down or to prevent something. And we have intercept 12. Let me show you the rest of it.
intercept. What intercept? I don't know.
Yeah, that is. For example, when you say, just let me say something. In different contexts, again, different meaning, different context. For example, I don't know, when you stop something, okay, in sport, you can use it. For example, I don't know, when we intercept, okay, in sports, it means that you catch the ball, you block a ball. So catch can be one meaning of intercept. In communication, again, you stop communication, you block. Someone is talking, you stop, okay, you block.
Yeah.
And of course, it has different. Here we have a good one, that is to catch.
Oh.
Yes.
But teacher, can I have a question?
Of course, yes.
I remember that some words that look same as inhibit, but I don't remember the exact word. But it means like you live in the habitat or live in some. No, it's like animals live in the habitat. What do we call?
So animals,
Live in a habitat.
yeah. You, for example, you mean, for example, habitants, for example, human or animal inhabitants, you mean?
Ah,
Yeah,
inhabitant.
of course. So it's actually, yeah, when you say inhabitant is a person or animal that lives in a particular place. So that is inhabitant. Let me
Inhabit.
write. This one is
But I need a verb, teacher. This maybe
what?
is an adjective or a noun.
So inhabitant.
Yes.
So of course is now.
And how about verb? It's like
Where?
uh,
For inhabitant.
yes.
So for inhabitant or another one.
For
What do you want
inhabit,
to say?
it's like animals somewhere that in somewhere.
Live in somewhere, you mean?
Yes,
So if
yes,
you
yes.
want to say we have, because of, let me say something, let me give you a really good tip. And sometimes when you see the actually like the suffix and, normally it's not always. If you remove that, you can find a verb. So for example, when I say inhabitant, I want to remove and I say inhabit, I can
Inhab
find a word. So normally we have it. For example, many kind of animals inhabit the rainforest. It means they choose actually to live in rainforest. Okay, to live. For example, that means to live. But we don't say for I don't know, inhabit in the rainforest. inhabits the rainforest. After that, we need an object. So if you want to find a good verb, inhabit.
Inhabit.
That means live. This one, something that if you mean that you want the verb of this.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
teacher.
Yeah, of course. Well, and next, the next one, let's see what we have. We have logging.
Logging.
Logging industry is the industry that's cut down trees for some commercial or yeah. So logging means again means to cut down. Logging
Yeah.
because of ing is noun, and myriad 14
Myriad. 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 I don't know too.
many.
Myriad. Myriad.
Yeah, myriad means many, numerous.
Yes.
15 nutrients.
15 nutrients. Oh. 50. Nutrient is like the I know the meaning, but I can't find this food.
Food,
No.
nutrient. So I know what you mean. You mean, oh, it's nutrients, so it's good things in food, like nutrition, nutrient. Okay, but here, so let me say something. When we say nutrient, it can be used as, for example, carbohydrates, protein, fat.
Yes.
So they're vitamins, minerals. So all of them are nutrients. Now here, okay, we can use it in this context. We can use it as food because food includes all these things like good things. So we say food can be nutrients. For example, when we say that plants, okay, plants absorb nutrients through their roots, it means they get food, what they need. Because of this, we say food. They,
Yeah.
for example, get mineral and vitamins, so everything through oil. Get it?
Yes.
But you're right. Nutrient means actually good things in food. Every good thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any substance. Well, and now the next one, that is pollution. So you know this one.
Yes. Is damage to air quality.
Yeah, of course. And stabilize.
Stabilize. Stabilize.
Make something stable.
To keep from changing.
Of
Maintain.
course, very good, of course. And terrestrial, I think here. You can find it here.
Living on the land.
Of course. It's the opposite of aquatic. And vanish.
And vanish. Vanish. I don't know.
To disappear. Disappear means vanish. Especially use it in writing. So in reading and writing, you find a lot. So,
Yes.
okay. And the last one, that is vegetation.
Vegetation. Vegetation.
Yeah,
Plants. Oh,
plants, of course. Yeah, vegetation. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
teacher.
Now,
Um,
yes,
vegetation is the plants in general.
of course.
Uh,
It's
yeah.
plants in general. So, yeah, of course. Well, and we have, for example, if you want to say you grow or you live as a plant, you can say vegetate. This is verb. Asian, just remove suffix. So when you don't know, that is really important. Listen carefully. So when you have nouns, okay, that ends in like a suffix, it means something changed to be a noun. If you don't know what the verb is, just remove, just omit the suffix, and then you can find the verb. So for example, here, vegetation, Asian, no, vegetate is verb,
Yes.
means to grow. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
For example, flowers begin to vegetate, okay, after seeds are planted. So this is the meaning of vegetate, okay?
Yes.
Well, and now, so we have these words, and so we have a reading, but you don't want to practice, of course, reading, so I skipped this one. That is really good part, actually. Just we have one part of reading. I think this one is,
Teacher,
yeah, yes.
um, can we practice pronunciation in 20 minutes, in the last 20 minutes?
Of course, you want, yeah, of course. Why not?
Yes.
Just pronunciation.
Yes.
Of course, why not? I will help you. And I will offer you a good book. I suggest a really good book that is Ship or Ship. So it's really good book to practice pronunciation. Yes. So let's finish this part, speaking part, and then we will move on to the second part. Okay, that's pronunciation.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So we skip reading. Just let me tell you something. If you have this book, that will be really beneficial. Why? Because you can practice reading, writing, every skill in this book. And speaking, of course, we practice speaking together, and I will teach you the words, but you can also practice reading. So for example, look, this one is perfect part of this book that I really like it. Look, we have word family,
Yes.
noun, noun, verb, noun, adjective, adverb. So one word and different form of it. For example, look, erosion is noun, erode is verb.
Yeah.
Extend is noun, extend is verb, extensive is adjective, extensively is adverb. So, do you want to study them or no? So it's your choice.
Yes, we can start this. But
Of
no.
course, because then we can practice it together here. First, let's learn, then, and you don't need to, if you want, you can write, but I can send you a screenshot or I can give you the book, so it's okay. Well, the
Yes.
first one, the first family, actually word family, noun, defense. Defend is verb,
Um.
yeah.
Yes.
And defender, something or someone that defends. So this is another noun, okay? And
Yes.
we have environment, so you know that. Environmental is adjective, environmentally is adverb.
Edward. Yes.
Erosion is noun, erode is verb. When soil erodes, there are no nutrients left to help plants grow. Okay?
Yes.
And we have extent, that is noun, extend is verb, adjective extensive, and adverb extensively. And pollution, pollute, pollutant. So every tiny, small substance in the air is called pollutant, something that make the air polluted. So this is pollutant, and we have pollution, another noun. So the use of these two nouns are different.
Yes.
And this one, stable, stabilize, stability. So again, noun, verb, and adjective. Okay, now let's use them. Look, we have the words. And now, number one,
Modern industry has caused. damage to our natural
what?
environment.
Very good. Number 2.
But teacher, it is speaking practice or just
This
reading?
is word practice. No, this is word practice, and then we will move, okay, on to the speaking. That is the last part. Okay, this is word practice. I want you to learn some words, and
Yeah.
then you can use them. Okay, because you need them for reading, for writing, and speaking, and of course listening. So
Yes.
number 2.
Uh, the air and water are filled with pollutants.
Pollutants, of course.
One result of this is acid rain, which has caused uh, extensive.
Perfect.
But oh, what is extent, teacher?
Extend makes something bigger, larger in size and amount.
And how about extend?
This is noun.
Extend is now.
Extend is noun. Extend is verb.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
extend, yeah, of course. Yeah. And so when you make something bigger, longer, larger, that is extend. And the next one.
When large amounts of vegetation die off, the environment loses uh, stability.
Very good. Stability.
If there are no plants to hold the soil, it starts to erode.
Yeah. Erode. Excellent. And the last one.
This leads to myriad problems, including water pollution and habitat loss.
Yeah.
Uh,
And of web
Defenses of wildlife.
defenders. Very good. Well, now you know some words that you can use when talking and when writing. Okay. Now we skip listening, writing, and speaking. Okay. Well, let me ask you actually, what kinds of natural environments do you enjoy spending time? If you, of course, I know that you are not the one for the environment, but if you want to have time, so tell me, what kind of natural environment do you enjoy spending time on?
Well, um, from my perspective, but teacher, I don't know kinds of natural environments.
We have a lot. We have sea, we have beach, we have mountain, we have
Ah,
forest. So
yeah, okay. Well, as a sporty type, I would choose to enjoy my free time, my leisure time in mountain where I can go hiking for burning out the calories or have a picnic in the mountain. You know, that's you can get away from the hustle and bustle world, and you just enjoy this yourself. And I think it's really relaxing after industrial time of studying and working.
of course, very good. Yeah, you are really far away, of course, from hustle and bustle. Yeah, from cities, from everything, of course. And
Yeah.
that's really good. So, of course, and you can see, for example, different kind of vegetation, right? So I can use this word.
Teacher, could you
So, for
repeat?
example, when you, yeah,
Because of the connection, I just can't hear
of
clearly.
course. Of course. So for example, we have a good word like vegetation here. Why we don't use it? So it's like, when you are in the mountain, you can see different kinds of vegetation. So
Ah,
beautiful. Yeah, of course. And for example, you can see some different plants. So of course, and there is a reason that why you like mountain. So maybe you can hike, as you said, you would like to hike to the top of the mountain. So why not? And then you can breathe fresh air. That is
yes.
really good. Yeah, and of course you can enjoy the picturesque view. Wow. Okay, let me ask you another question. This is part 3, so we have 10 minutes for pronunciation. So let's keep going with part 3. Okay, so tell me, why is it important to preserve natural environments? So to preserve natural environments, why?
What can be done?
Yeah, why is it important to preserve natural environments?
Uh, well, definitely when the environment was when the environment is damaged by a lot of factors. Our no. Can I speak again, teacher?
Yeah, you can make it again.
Let me think for a while. Well, definitely when the environment was is damaged by external and internal factors from outside the world, definitely human also suffered from these changes. For example, when there is a very bad climate change, our our habits for a long time will need to change to keep up with the climate, and moreover that um, mm, nowadays with the development of a lot of fields such as industry, a lot of company that is set up um, in a lot of local areas. So this will lead to the pollution in local residents, and it will like it will definitely put local residents in danger.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah, very good. Just I want to ask you about, you said keep up with the environment. So what do you meant when you said keep up with the environment?
it's like when the climate change, it can be higher, and we don't get used to it immediately. So we need to have time to keep up with.
To adopt, you mean?
Yes, adapt.
Very good. So sometimes it's not, but that is really good, especially when you're using a verb. So if you make it like a collocation, like, adding a synonym, like, keep up and adopt, that's will be great. Great, really good one because it indicates your vocabulary range. So that's really good. But I liked it. So, but I wanted to know that you are sure about the meaning, but that was really good. Yeah. Okay. And the last question. So let me ask you, how can people, yes,
Because but in the last sentence I speak not really fluent, so be, because I don't know how to say that,
of
it will
course,
put like it will put the local areas in
you
in pollution when what can I say, teacher?
you ran out of idea and vocabulary. So, and what you want to say. Now you tell me what you want to say then, and then I can help you.
It's like I would like to say that when like a lot of companies is set up are set up as a lot some local areas, so it will make the environment here is worse, so it can put the local residents life in danger. And I would like to share paraphrases and
When
make it.
factories, okay, when factories, you mean, you, for example, you're talking about carbon dioxide, or for example, like this.
Yes.
You mean this because so we know that especially in areas, so industrial areas, factory release gases, harmful gases
But
into the atmosphere, yeah,
is there
contributing
any,
to air pollution. You mean this?
yes, but I don't know, is there any word that can replace is set up, because I would like to change.
They increase human, for example, carbon footprint.
Carbon footprint, yes.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, human this, because if human, actually, I didn't get your exact, but I can say that. Um, when you actually, especially factories, oh, some activities, they actually emit, they release gases into the atmosphere, and actually they increase carbon footprint. So it means they send higher level of carbon dioxide. So that is a good word that you can say. And we need to, it's better to reduce it, to reduce carbon footprint by, so we can say, let me write, there are different, so
Yes.
is the effect of carbon dioxide. So it's better to decrease it, because what they do, factories release gases, harmful gases into the atmosphere. So it can be really harmful, especially for residential area near industrial areas. Yeah,
Yes.
even this?
Yes,
Oh,
but I would like to have some more vocab. It's like which can I use to replace a lot of company are set up at local areas.
so you're saying, so what you mean?
But I would like to change. I want to paraphrase. I want to use some more vocab.
What? I didn't get.
Like the a lot of companies are set up at local residents.
Local residents, you mean residential area?
Yes.
So first of all, local areas, or you can say residential areas. So this is, okay. So you can say that set up, if you want to know another word for a setup, establish is good. So nowadays, a lot of numerous, okay, factories are established in local areas, in residential, or you can use, for example, normally you can use present perfect here, why not? Or you can say located. A lot of factories are located in local areas. So,
Yeah.
and you can have another, if you want to know another paraphrase, for example, we have, or there is a concentration of factories in local areas. So different ways. There is not only one phrase that I give you, but set up, establish. So many factories are established in local areas or residential areas. So this is the first one. Or you can say now, I don't want to say a lot of numerous. Numerous factories, again, have been set up in, for example, local. Or they're located. Or there is a concentration of factories in local areas. Is that clear? You want this?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, well, so I'm not sure if I got what you said, but I try to clarify. Is it clear now? You wanted this?
And also, what is the word that you have to say? That's residential areas.
Local area, residential area. So all them residential area, or for example, cities, or for example, local area. So all them.
Can we say that a lot of company grow up?
Yeah, grow
Can
up.
yes grow up
No,
in residential areas?
no, I don't like. We can say the construction of, for example, I don't know, factories. We can say, but the grow, yeah, grow is good. Grow up, no. For example, growing, increasing, you mean it's okay. But growing up, no. So growing the number, so it's okay. In, I don't know, in neighborhoods, or for example, communities. So residential area, if you don't want to use it, it's a good one actually, but you can say communities. So if you mean, or I don't know, or domestic areas, I don't know, different. So areas, if you mean areas for or buildings where people live, so domestic, or I don't know, housing areas, domestic areas, so all of them. But residential area is good. So
Yes.
yeah, or communities, for example, local communities. So this one, yeah.
Yes, but if I use that company grow up is but I will use that is grow or just grow, teacher.
Growing. You mean growing factories? Yeah,
Yes,
it means increasing number of them,
yes,
expanding, increasing. So growing is good. The phrase growing factories can be used.
growing factories.
Yeah. But when you say grow up, it's like it has different meaning. So growing factories is okay. So grow means increase. So you can say, for example, if you want to use as a noun, factory growth. So you know that we use it. Yeah.
Uh,
Growing of factories. So which means, increasing in number. Here, for example, you have actually like extend or expand. For example, nowadays, especially cities are seeing expanding and growing factories. So, and it caused some negative result and effects on what? On, for example, environment, or for example, in its atmosphere, and increasing carbon dioxide, carbon footprint. So this way you can use it. And
and we just say that growing factory.
yeah, growing up
But
now, growing.
but why don't we use that growth of the number of factories?
What?
Growth of the numbers number.
Growth, because growth is noun. Growing, okay, this one actually is ing form of verb grow. It means rising. So this, I didn't get what you mean.
Oh, but maybe the grammar here I don't I think it don't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
What? Well, doesn't make sense. Growing factories?
It's like sea growing factories.
Ah, it definitely makes sense. So, for example, we say cities nowadays, cities, or we can say urban areas are facing expanding or increasing number of factories. So what's wrong with it? So it's okay. We are saying actually, that every city or town has experienced significant factory growth. So why doesn't make sense is definitely correct and very good.
But this growing factory like growth of factory is definitely okay. But
No,
grow.
growing of, no. Growing factories. Of here is, why? I don't need to. What is of? Growing factories. For example, our area, or for example, this area is experiencing growing factories.
But
And growing factories have bought job opportunities. Growing of, no, growing factories is enough. So why?
but teacher, growing factories. When I heard that, I will think of the company that is growing, not the grow in
No,
number.
no, 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 it's not. So let me say sometimes, actually, it's like sometimes you translate something from your language to English.
Yeah.
Then it's a habit that actually you like to use prepositions, but you don't actually. For example, you say, I'm on way to home or home. I'm on the way home. But if you want to translate it, you say, teacher, it should be to home. But no, we don't say to home. We say home. So this is why we don't say
Yes,
growing up factory.
I,
You don't
I,
need it.
I get it.
It's,
I get it.
you can say, for example, you can say increasing number of factories. It's okay. You can say, but growing here means expanding. Growing here means expanding. And when we say expanding factories, we say growing factories. So it's okay. If you say growing of factories, it makes sense. It's okay, but you don't need it. Why? When you can say growing factories. So that's okay. Like
Yes.
increasing. Growing here means increasing. Can we say increasing of factories? We say increasing factories, right?
Yes.
So this is the same. Get it?
Increasing. But when I say increasing factory, is like I usually describe the factory is increased. But now I get it, teacher.
So, of course, because here grow means increase, okay? Because
Yeah.
of this, you don't need to say. So if you want to say grow off, okay, don't say growing up, say growth of. Let me say, if you want to use of, use noun. Say growth of factories. This one is good.
Yes.
But growing, no. Okay. Is that clear now?
Yes.
Because you feel, yeah, you are using increasing now. Okay.
Yes. And can we move to pronunciation?
Of course, yes. So let me show you. Okay, just one moment. Oh, what is this? Okay, let's see this one. Okay, this is a practice of pronunciation. I will play an audio track. You will listen. I want you to pay attention and tell me whether you hear the same or different words. Okay, so look, this one, we have a table. If you hear the same words, take the S, like sheep and ship. If you hear different words like ship and ship, take
Yeah.
D. And if you're not sure, just question mark, okay?
But last lesson we have done it.
Ah, okay, so let's keep going with the next part. How about this one?
No.
Okay, so that is intonation. Increasing, decreasing. Okay, let's see, just one moment. Let me play the audio. Takes it. Do you want to make note while I'm finding the audio?
Yes.
Okay, of course, just let me, this is A3, I will find it. Okay. Well, I think this one. Okay, when you're ready, we can get started.
Yes, yes, okay.
Okay, well, just one moment. Let me. So, don't stop the recording or repeat. Listen, okay, to Lucy talking to Leslie on the telephone. In some items, her voice goes up, that is rising intonation at the end. In some items, her voice goes down, that is falling. So let's see for each column. So tick. And if you're not sure, just question mark. So let's see. A3, section 2. I think this one. Let me check.
Section 2. Example.
That's Leslie, isn't it? That's Leslie, isn't it?
1,
Is that Leslie?
2,
Yes.
3,
How are you?
4,
Really?
5,
Did you go by plane?
6,
That's the new airline, isn't it?
7,
How much did it cost?
8,
Well, it was worth it, wasn't it?
9,
You took a video camera and a tape recorder and a...
10,
Well, you could take me with you the next time.
Well, number 1.
Number 1 is up,
Excellent. Number 2.
down,
3.
down,
Good job. 4.
up,
Top notch. 5.
down.
I heard 5. I'm not sure about 5. Up. I think. I'm not sure. So 6.
Up,
Yeah. 7.
down,
8.
down,
9.
up,
Good job. And 10.
down.
Very good. Just about number 5. Let's see if you were right or no. Or me. Just number 5. Let's check it together again.
Did you go by plane?
Okay, just number 5.
6,
Oh, yeah.
5,
Did you go by plane?
So what is that? 5. Did you?
6.
Yeah, go. Did you go by plane? So plane is important here. So
Yeah.
it's like this is up. Okay, yeah. Well, actually, let's talk about some
Teacher.
rules. Yes.
But I still don't understand when we up and when we down.
I want it because of this. I want to explain the rules. There are some rules. You need to learn the rules. Okay, let's talk about the rules. Yeah, we have 4 minutes, of course, just let me explain. So there are some rules about questions, when it's rising, when it's falling. So that is really important. About yes, no questions. Yes, no questions, okay? Normally, your voice rises at the end of the question. For example, do you like coffee? Coffee, okay? So at the end, coffee rising, okay? Or for example, do you want to come to the party? Do you want to come to the party? Rising. So yes, no questions. The first rule, important. In yes, no questions, normally the end is rising. So intonation at the end is rising. Okay?
Yeah.
For example, are you going to the class? Rising. So this is yes, no. If we have WH questions, WH question like who, what, where, why, okay? Normally your voice falls at the end, okay? For example, because actually the first part is important, where is important, who, why going, where are you going, where, falling and rising and falling. Or for example, what time the bus leave? So again, at the end, falling. So WH questions, falling at the end. Yes, no question, rising at the end. Okay. So normally, or for example, I say, how are you today? How are you today? So today is falling. So the peach falls at the end. Get
Oh,
it?
yes.
Okay. And the third one, of course, there are a lot. Just I give you the third one, and that's enough for today. And then I will give you more alternatives about tag question, isn't it? Or did it? Didn't it? Tag question, aren't you? So we have in tag questions actually depends on your intonation, depends on you. What is that? If you, for example, expect agreement or asking for information, if it's agreement, for example, we have rising intonation if you are not sure and you are asking for information. For example, you're joining the class today, aren't you? So this is rising. I'm asking for information, so this is rising. But I say, it's a beautiful day, isn't it? Isn't it? Falling. So in tag questions, if you are not sure and you are asking for information, this is rising. You're joining the class today, aren't you?
Yeah.
Rising. Then no, if just, I want your agreement. It's a good day, isn't it? Just, I want you to confirm me. So that is to state your agreement. So this is falling. Okay?
Yes. And
And
PT, uh,
yes.
finally, I just want to ask again the increasing. And if you use in increasing factories, could you make an example again with increasing?
So increasing the number of factories, you mean?
Increasing.
The
And
number of factories. Yeah,
this is verb, right?
of course, increasing here because we use the verb at the beginning, we use ing. So we use
Ah,
it as a noun. So increasing the number because we can say increase. That is
yeah.
imperative. So increasing the number of factories or increasing, I don't know, like everything. For example, number of buildings, construction, so everything. Increasing number of something.
Yes, I get it.
Yeah. Okay. And any other questions?
It's very clear today, teacher. Today.
Okay, well, so let's keep this right. So we'll add the next session. First of all, please remind me to keep going with the rest of intonation. I give you all the rules. Now
Yes.
you have 3 of them. And let me complete them. Then we will move on to the new topic, okay?
Yes. Oh,
Okay. So have a wonderful week.
goodbye,
And
teacher.
goodbye. Thank
Have
you.
a
Bye-bye.
nice day.
Thank
Have a nice
you. Thank you. Goodbye.